Really, really happy for our players and our fans. We went into this game understanding the importance of the rivalry, and as a coach, you often you understand how some games are different. You try to treat everyone the same, but we told our team at the beginning of the week, even as soon as the Colorado game ended the other night, like, this game is different. And we practiced really hard. We prepared really hard, and we didn't defend very well. Give Stanford credit. We couldn't stop them. But we also found a rhythm, and it's amazing the difference that DeJuan makes in our team. I mean, you've seen it the last couple games. I mean, just to have, if we'd had him in the first 13 games, who knows what we could have been. But he was terrific in his ability to score the ball, but he also had 6 assists, no turnovers. He makes everybody better. So really a complete team effort. Had a ton of guys play well, and obviously not happy with our defensive numbers, but, it's a great win.
Mark, your players said this is a different team than the 0-12 team. Are you feeling that way as well?
Well, we've never shied away from the responsibility of the start, but I think, I don't know, what's the number? How many games have we had missed?
It's over 50.
We've had 53 or 4 games missed due to injury. And, it's been different, every day. We had to get a kid out of the library just so we could practice. It's been nearly impossible. And they have just kept kind of clawing their way forward. And today's the first day where you guys were able to see us offensively find the rhythm that we thought was there. Now, we're not going to make 16 threes every night, but we're a more complete team. And part of the start of the season allowed ND and Marcellus and Grant Newell to play a lot more minutes than they were ready to play, but they've gotten better, and they today impacted winning.
Raynor was a force earlier on in the first half, and he was perfect in the field with 10 points in the first 20 minutes. Did you guys make an adjustment specifically? He still was effective, but not such an impact.
At the end of the night, they shoot 50% from the field. That's awful. We can't win that way. We only won that way because we shot the ball so well. We did not defend them. Give them credit. We did not stop him. I think they made their first 6 from the field. He was terrific. He offensive rebounded. He scored it. We did not defend him well. Give him credit. He's a good player. But their size is hard to manage because he's big. Their wings are big. And I thought there were some plays around the basket where they took advantage of their size, and give them credit for that.
So, Coach, how did you keep their morale up when you guys start off like you did? Was there any thought that you'd go 0 for the season?
No. That's a fair question. The most important thing when you build anything is to have the right character within your team. And, Tony Bennett at Virginia is a good friend of mine, and he had a quote, I think, that I'll paraphrase here. You have to have a team full of kids that you can lose with before you can win. And we got great character in our locker room. I haven't had to deal with any garbage. They understood the curveballs that kept coming at them. Devin's out right now. This is the 3rd time he's been out. DeJuan, can I come back? Can I, hey, oh, wait a minute, we got a health and safety thing coming over here. Oh, this guy, he's out with knee surgery. All of it that just kept coming from different directions. Because we have the right character in the room, they just stayed the course. Now, we still have a long way to go, but give the kids credit for tonight. Give the kids credit for last weekend. They've stayed the course, and we dug a big hole, and blame the coach for that. But we have good young men, and that makes a difference.
You talk about Kwani. I thought it was maybe as well as I've seen him play in a game.
Well, he got a great assist from the referee, with his shoelace. Yeah, Kwani is, he's another guy. In the right role, he's terrific. Some games this year early when we have, he's playing the 2 guard, which he doesn't play ever, but because everybody was out, he's playing over here at the shooting guard, he was put in some unfair situations early in the year. He's been dealing with a nagging injury himself, but tonight he was terrific. He let the game come to him. He made his free throws. He got some big rebounds in the second half. He did play very well.
Mark, 3.5 seasons at Cal. Is this maybe the best offensive performance you guys have
Yeah, I would. I mean, it's the most threes we've ever made. You know, have we played better offensively? I'd have to really sit back and think about it. But you know, certainly tonight was one of the high points for sure, Steve. Yeah.
You mentioned that you know that this game is different. Do you sometimes, when players sense that, they can almost get overhyped? How do you build up knowing that people at Cal care about beating Stanford without making it too big?
I made Wednesday too big.
Did you?
Well, I made Wednesday like a lot harder and more intense than today was, because they needed to understand what level they had to get to, and so today I was like, listen, just be the good versions that you were on Wednesday, and you're fine. I think you have to manipulate the emotions of a team, and you know this week we went hard in preparation for that. You know, there's some days you got to play a different card, but I felt like that you know, we weren't going to make it bigger emotionally. Emotion's good until it becomes emotional. I didn't want us to become emotional, and so I thought our preparation was really strong.
Parker. Yeah, I just want to get your thoughts on, you guys beat UT Arlington pretty soundly. Colorado last week, got a little close, but you guys pretty much beat them pretty soundly. Do you feel like as soon as you guys kind of get one win under the belt, that allows guys to breathe a little bit and kind of get a monkey off the back, and that kind of propels you guys forward? Or just any thoughts on
No,
that?
DeJuan Clayton coming back.
Yeah.
I mean, that's been the most challenging situation. I mean, the poor kid missed, I don't know how many games he missed, you know, 13 games? He missed 13 games and all the practices and then you mix in everything else. DeJuan coming back is what is giving us some momentum. It isn't the fact that we got off the snide. I mean, you know, I think that we needed him desperately. Doesn't mean he's going to play like this every night, but he's a calming force. He can get his own shot. He can make guys better, and so everyone kind of relaxed. And we just played with a much better rhythm offensively now that we've had him.
Then kind of going off this real quick, do you feel like to a certain extent with Clayton that, I guess my question is, what was your message to him during the process when he was out? And just how do you think he kind of stayed mentally ready and kind of fighting through some of that adversity?
Well, I think I texted him one of the early mornings this week. I said, you're going to have to shoot 20 times. I want you to shoot 20 times. Like, don't be looking, I want you to be aggressive. During the injury, it was a real challenge because he was very frustrated. I mean, he lost half a season. He was heartbroken. He had some down moments. I'm not going to lie to you. He had some very discouraging times. We tried to keep him involved, kind of made him an assistant coach on the side, tried to keep his spirits positive. It wasn't easy for him, and he deserved a night like tonight after all he's been through.
Do you think it was harder for him because of missing basically all of last season as well?
No, I think what was hard for him is he knew what he could do for our team. You know, I mean, he knew he could impact our team, and that was the hardest thing for him. You know, and he had some real frustrating days. I mean, and I did too. I mean, we had some moments together because it was hard for him, and you know, and he's still like tonight. I had to take him out, and he needed another 90 seconds of rest there, and hopefully he'll get in game shape. But he's a terrific young man, and I'm really proud of him tonight.
Coach, thanks for your time.
All right, thank you guys.